This is the Elu TGS 172. It was built in Germany about 40 years ago, and if it was looked after, it would last another 40 years, I'm sure. The beauty of this machine is that it is a combination table and drop saw all in one. So it takes the place of two machines and takes up very little space in the workshop. It's ideal for carpenters and joiners and hobbyists. It has an induction motor and not a screaming type brush motor. The motor is 1.5 horsepower. I don't know what the duty cycle is, but it's got SG 25% written on it. But I wouldn't use it for more than 15 minutes in the hour anyway. It comes with a ripping fence, which can be adjusted for sawing different widths from 0 to 210 millimetres. You can cut grooves and rebates easily because I've taken off the saw guard and the ripping fence. Sorry, the saw guard and the riving knife. But you could put them back if you wanted to. I've got the machine set up at the moment as a rip saw, and the blade that I've got in it is a ripping blade. I'm just going to rip a little piece of this pine off here. Now you can adjust the height by turning this screw here, and I'm going to cut a groove in this piece of timber. I've got it set to about that height. So you can cut nice grooves, but you can also cut rebates. So got a nice rebate there. You can change the machine over from the rip saw to the crosscut saw or miter saw or drop saw or whatever you want. You've got to remove this little thing here. You can take it off or you can leave it on. And now it's ready for as a drop saw. I'm just going to cut a piece here. Now you can also cut angles with it. So if you want to do a miter, just pull that lever up and pull it round until it clicks back in again there like that. And you've got a miter saw. So you can cut architraves or picture photos. So that was mitering, and you can get every angle that you want. But you can also, by undoing this screw here at the back, you can also tip the machine over so you get compound angles. And this is really good if you wanted to do a roof, the jack rafters in a roof. So there you are, you've got the two angles you can cut at the same time. I'm going to show you how you change the blade over if you've got to have the blade sharpened, or if you want to put a ripping saw on or a cross-cutting saw, you can change it. You just jam the blade there onto a piece of timber on the bench and you turn the Allen screw there in a clockwise direction to undo it, and I'll supply you with this Allen key as well. Now, I've got a piece of timber on the saw bench there in case I drop anything. I don't want it to get damaged. Take that out, take that off, and the machine's unplugged. That was the size, here's the arbor, and that was the small size. If you want to have a bigger size saw, like this beautiful cross-cut one, that fits that way round, and we put that back. Put the saw blade on the right way round. put this little device there in. Can only go one way, and then we do it up in an anti-clockwise direction with Allen key. Now, if you want to, you can undo it by not jamming the thing against the table, but you can actually use a collet spanner here that I've got, but I won't supply that with the machine because I need that for my angle grinder. It just happens to be the right size. It's a different machine altogether. Now I'm tightening that up in an anti-clockwise direction, and now it's set for cross-cutting. The legs can be taken off very easily, and the saw could be mounted on a bench if you don't want the legs. It weighs 33 kilograms, so one person can pick it up and place it in the boot of a car or the truck of a tray. Back in 1982, when they came out first, they cost around $1,000. To buy a second-hand one now in England is about £300, but I'm selling this for just $350. There it is in the boot, legs. Now with it, I'm going to give you the riving knife, the saw guard, the Allen key, a fine tooth with that size hole, 32 millimeters or 30 millimeters, and a ripping saw with a hole of 32 millimeters and a bag to carry it in, and the manual.